The bridge that bled. They say every town has a place it warns you about. A stretch of woods. A broken house. A crumbling bridge. In Prince George's County, Maryland, that place is called Governor's Bridge. Locals whisper the name like a confession. And those who dare speak of it, don't smile when they mention the Goatman. My name's Lucas Harper. I'm a freelance photographer. I chase what most people avoid: abandoned hospitals, flood-drowned towns, forgotten highways. But this one felt wrong before it even began. Last October, a magazine hired me to photograph haunted bridges in the mid-Atlantic. They gave me 6 names. And at the bottom of the list, handwritten: Governor's Bridge, do not go alone. I laughed. I went alone. Governor's Bridge is old. A rusted one-lane steel truss structure that looks like it's been bleeding into the Patuxent River for 100 years. The water beneath is black, like it remembers everything it swallows. The woods that flank it feel wrong. Branches twist together overhead like fingers laced in prayer, or warning. There's no wind. No birds. Not even bugs. Just that heavy, listening kind of silence. I stepped out of the car and it felt like the forest had turned to face me. I set up my tripod at the center of the bridge. Clicked a test shot. Flash. In that burst of light, I saw something, a silhouette by the tree line. Bent. Watching. I turned. Nothing. Then the smell hit. Burnt hair. Spoiled meat. Wet iron. It wasn't just in my nose. It was under my skin. I gagged. Snapped more photos. And then. Clomp. 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 Hooves. Not running. Approaching. Earlier, I stopped at a gas station. Old man behind the counter asked where I was headed. You going out to Gov's Bridge? Turn around. That's Goatman's land. He told me things. Before the roads, the land was already cursed. Tribes avoided it. Settlers vanished. Horned things seen in trees. Later, rumors of rituals. Sacrifices. A man who made a deal. Or maybe became something. Government set up a lab nearby. After that, people found clawed-up cars. Shadows in mirrors. Crosses melting. One kid went in and came back mute, teeth cracked like something screamed into him. It ain't a monster. It's older than names. It wears the woods like skin. If you see it, don't run. He likes it when they run. The hooves stopped. And with them, everything else. The wind died. The trees froze. Even my own breath seemed suspended, hanging in the air like smoke from a snuffed candle. Then the temperature dropped. Not gradually, like a trapdoor had opened beneath the world. The warmth in my skin fled so fast my fingers went instantly numb. I turned. Slow. Shaking. Every instinct in me screamed not to look. But curiosity is crueler than fear. That's when I saw it. At first, it looked like a shadow that didn't belong. A distortion, almost unfinished. Then it stepped forward. And it became real. 8 feet tall, its goat legs ended in cloven hooves, slick with mud so dark it looked like oil, and something thicker clung to the fur around its ankles. Something red. The torso was human, but wrong. Too long. Too swollen. As if something inside had overgrown and pushed the bones outward. The skin was grayish, mottled with rot and frostbite, stretched tight in some places, peeling in others. But the head. A bleached goat skull, fused grotesquely with a human jaw. Horns curled back like withered tree roots, splitting into jagged points that scraped the low branches above. Its eyes were sunken pits of burning red, but they didn't flicker, they pulsed, like heartbeats made of coals. When it blinked, if it blinked, it was sideways. Like a lizard, or a thing that had never been alive at all. Its mouth moved. No sound came out, but I saw the rows of jagged yellow teeth, twitching in anticipation. Thick black spit oozed between them, steaming as it hit the cold earth. Then it breathed, a slow exhale. And its breath curled out in thick, black mist that crawled across the bridge floor like fog on legs. And in its right hand, an axe. Not a woodcutter's axe. This was something ancient, handmade, handle splintered and cracked, the blade warped and jagged like it had bitten bone more often than bark. It dripped something hot and steaming. The drops sizzled as they hit the bridge, each hiss like a whisper. Then the bridge groaned. Not from its weight. From memory. Like it had carried this nightmare before. Like it remembered blood soaking its beams. Like it knew this creature, and feared it. And then, the creature tilted its head, slow and deliberate, as if studying me. Its neck cracked like wood warping in fire. I blinked. And when I opened my eyes, it was closer. I hadn't heard it move. Its hooves didn't make sound. But now it was 5 feet away. Its eyes locked on mine. And I swear, I felt it in my head. A wordless pressure, like a thought being forced into my skull. Not a voice. A hunger. You shouldn't have come here. I didn't hear it. I knew it. And the thing smiled. Its jaw unhinged slightly, and dozens of tiny, writhing tongues slithered behind its teeth like worms under a stone. And then, it raised the axe. Not to swing. Not yet. To show me. To let me see my own reflection in the blade. But the reflection wasn't mine. It was me, screaming. Bleeding. My mouth hanging open. My eyes gouged. My hands tied. Like it had already happened. Like I was already dead. Then the wind returned. But it came from behind me. I turned. And the forest was wrong. The trees had shifted. Closed in. And I realized. The bridge wasn't just creaking. It was moving. Like it wanted to throw me off. And behind me, the Goatman was gone. But I could still hear hooves. Above. It moved. Fast. I ran. Not down the trail, into the trees. Through branches and thorns. It didn't follow the path. It shattered it. Its hooves cracked rocks. Trees bent as it passed. Behind me, a sound. Laughter. And screaming. Layered. Like a choir from hell. My camera bag slammed my hip. I stumbled onto the bridge. Fell. My camera flew off the edge, into the river below. I didn't care. I ran to my car. Locked the doors. Looked up. It was gone. Back at the hotel, my hands were still trembling as I unlocked the door. The heater barely worked, and my soaked boots left streaks across the carpet. But I didn't care. All I wanted was to see the photos. To prove to myself that what I saw was real, or better yet, that it wasn't. I popped the backup SD card into my laptop. Waited. The screen flickered. Then the thumbnails loaded. Most were black static, the metadata corrupted. Some were warped, distorted as if light had bent around something that shouldn't have been there. One looked like it was melting. But then, one image. One. Clear. Shot. The bridge. Shot from the far end. The iron beams gleamed under the flash, ice crystals shimmering across the rust. But something was off. In the shadows, tucked just beyond the reach of the light, by the edge of the trees. A shape. Tall. Twisted. Bent legs. horns. And even in the low resolution, it was grinning. The Goatman. Not charging. Not hiding. Just watching. And the timestamp? 2:17 a.m. 6 minutes after I ran. Which meant it had been standing there the whole time. Or worse, it had followed me. I sat there for hours, trying to rationalize, trying to forget. But I couldn't. Not after what the man at the gas station had told me earlier. He said there were older stories. Ones no one writes down anymore. Goatman ain't just a lab accident, he muttered. That's the version the county folks like. Makes it sound modern. Contained. But that thing's been around long before white coats and test tubes. The tribes called it Wenkarahet. The watcher between trees. A spirit made flesh when the earth bled too long. He told me the earliest settlers reported bones arranged in spirals, dead animals hung from trees, their tongues removed. It don't kill to eat. It kills to remind. To echo. To seed terror in the bloodline. Some believed the Goatman was summoned, accidentally or intentionally, when a group of fringe occultists performed a ritual in 1882, trying to merge man with beast to access primal strength. The ritual failed. Or maybe it worked. Because after that winter, 3 families near the bridge vanished. Their houses were found abandoned, doors still locked from the inside. The fires still warm. But no one inside. The only thing left behind. A hoof print burned into the wood stove door. In the years that followed, the Goatman became legend. But people still went missing. Always the same pattern. Electrical interference. Hoof prints in impossible places. Dead birds in neat circles. And silence. The kind that listens. The legend says once you've seen him, he marks you. He doesn't need to follow you home. He's already there. Waiting. And now. I believe it. Because since that night, my mirrors fog without reason. My dog won't come near me. I wake up with mud on the carpet. My dreams are always the same. A bridge. A scream. A blade that never lands. And last night, I found a photo on my phone. I didn't take it. It was my bed. My apartment. Shot from the foot of the bed. And in the corner, a horned shadow. Watching. They say Goatman guards the bridge. Others say he's what crawled out of something ancient. But all agree. Once you see him, he sees you. And he doesn't forget. Mirrors crack in my apartment now. Animals won't look at me. Sometimes, I wake up from nightmares of hooves and axes. And find mud on my floor. He's waiting. And one night soon, he won't be.
If this story chilled you, there are more waiting in the dark. Hit the like button if you survived. Subscribe to our channel and step deeper into the shadows. Because every week, we bring you closer to the things that watch from beyond the veil. Visit our channel now for more real legends, forgotten rituals, and stories that never stay buried. You're already marked. Might as well stay a while.